snap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on third and just a yard.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
That is caught. He's got a first and maybe more.
It's a big play there for Miami. 56 yards.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Mostert is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Mostert. And good work there defensively, so able to keep him out of the end zone.
This opening drive has taken him to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal.
They'll run with Mostert.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Raheem Mostert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 50 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
Caught on the right side by Jones. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Etienne is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Etienne.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
All right, let's go. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
There he goes, left side.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
36-yard line. A gain of 21 yards.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Tyson Campbell up to make the stop.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Got a man. It's Ronald complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. 59 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
On the handoff. This is Mostert.
And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal.
They'll run with Mostert.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned teams down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's Tua.
Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle,
37 yards.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Red on red.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just...
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Brandon Jones picking it off.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half.
44.
Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now.
23 yards on the play. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Tua going to throw.
And this one too low.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to pass. Tua.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, and that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room. No points on the board. Not playing well defensively. Deflated. And now, things may have changed for them.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Many times the mindset of a play caller after a quarterback's thrown an interception on the previous drive is to come right back and give them a throw to get their confidence back. Give them something easy, get a completion, kind of get them settled again. Instead, this ball was tipped in the air and almost turned into an interception. Offense trying to make a big play, defense trying to make a big play, turned into an incompletion. So now maybe they can back off a little bit, try to relax him, and get him something that'll work. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On second down, here's Lawrence.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch That's going to net him 23 and a first.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Can we just take that run and turn it into kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Hey,
Second down and 6 now. Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll run with ETN.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Jags are back within a score.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Berrios now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there.
We have played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards. A big play there on 4th.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop it.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
74 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Oh, my. You know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, he did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa rolling to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Sanders' kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On play action, Lawrence. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
But such a costly interception, nearly a pick-6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run out of the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Again, it's Mostert. And this time he'll score. Touchdown, Miami.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Dolphins 27, Jaguars 14. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
On red.
This is 1st and 10.
Take right open. Hey, smash.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Hey, Lion,
They'll
Lion.
come up now on second down.
Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Lawrence able to find Jones.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
All three timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Sink right. I got him.
Now Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Open man downfield is Ridley.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Dolphins have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, let's go. Again. Here we go.
Now Lawrence on first down.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Here's Mostert.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Hey, run!
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
On first down, Lawrence.
This is caught. It's Kirk. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Lawrence will throw. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
Touchdown, Jaguars!
Travis Etienne.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll try and throw for it. Steps away. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of.
Yeah, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.